Hey guys, it's Tristan. Today is not going to be nearly as upbeat as normally is because I've seen a few things in the news that are making me just really angry. So today is probably going to be more of a rant than anything else. Um, yeah, so I might as well get started. First off, Utah, although it's not technically passed into law yet, both of their legislatures have um, passed a bill that basically makes it illegal for a woman to basically have a miscarriage. The law basically is supposed to be there was a woman who 17-year-old woman who basically paid a guy to beat her so she would miscarry, and they heard about the lawmakers heard about this and decided to pass a law that prevented things like that from happening. Same to prevent basically make your own abortions. First off, the law is so wide open. There's so much room for abuse. So they could technically arrest a woman in Utah for drinking while she's pregnant because that endangers the unborn child. And it's so vague, and it could lead to a lot of abuses of the law. And I think it was written that way on purpose. It's really frustrating, and I'm fairly big on the whole social activism thing. So it got my hackles up because I know friends who have had to go through that, and it's a terrible thing. And on top of that, you're going to make it so the government can get all up in your business about the circumstances and possibly charge you if they think you've been doing something that endangered the child. Well, that's my first rant. The second one is the absolute ridiculousness that is going on with Hurricane Sandy. They're still not doing anything about it. The modified bill passed in Congress, and now the Senate won't pass the modified bill. So all of these people and these states and these municipalities that need the money to rebuild aren't getting it yet. Still, the federal government in the states has put it off even more. I don't even know what to say to this. I'm really glad I live in Canada because we don't really deal with this kind of bullshit. But it's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And all this politicking and just, it's all bullshit. All of it. Every last bit of it. And they should just pass the bill as it is now and worry about the other stuff. Like there was some fishery stuff in the bill, like to send some money to help out the fisheries in Alaska. They should just pass the bill as it is and deal with the other stuff later. Come to a reasonable compromise and just pass the bill. So there's that one. And my last one is gun control. Oh my God. I don't even know where to start with gun control. All of this debate, all of this ridiculousness, just, it is literally blowing my mind. I can't understand it. I think they should just take a look at our gun laws in Canada. Seriously, take a look at them, and that would be a great place to start. It doesn't restrict people's access to firearms. It really wouldn't infringe on your right to bear arms. The background checks are really thorough. You only do one, but it's a really thorough check. And if you've had a history of violent behavior or mental illness, you can't get one, which would definitely solve a lot of problems in the States. And you can't buy assault rifles. You can't buy assault weapons in Canada. You can get long arms, like rifles and shotguns, and you can get pistols if you have a restricted license. That's it. There's a third type of license, but you don't really have to worry about that because it's only for collectors. And yeah, you're not even allowed to fire those weapons. They're just for collectors. But yeah, no, it's just like I keep seeing more and more stuff on gun control and how the NRA has been in the past lobbied for just a whole bunch of ridiculous crap that Republican senators from all over have just been slipped into legislation and things like that. For instance, there hasn't been a director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, or Firearms for 6 years. Such wonderful news there. So there's really nobody kind of, pushing things around and actually making sure things get done. And they're the people who would be, most likely to deal with this kind of thing. And I guess the only upside to all this gun control BS is New York passed some of the strictest gun control laws in the United States. Again, I'm really glad I live in Canada because I don't have to deal with all this, but just seeing some of this stuff in the news has made me really angry, and I just thought I'd let everybody know, and I'm really sorry that today's been less about news and more about just one big goddamn rant. So I'll try to post something up this weekend, possibly Monday. This week's been really busy for me, so I haven't been able to post as many videos as I'd like. So that's all I got for now, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.